Welcome back to Batman No Man's Land right here at Comicstorian. I'm Benny and I'll be your narrator. Batman No Man's Land is a storyline that took place about 20 years ago at this point, in which Gotham was separated from the rest of the United States. It then is a series of short stories as to how Batman and the various rogues gallery that he battles against dealt with this separated Gotham, and they turned it into gang territories, much like the video game Arkham City. We've been covering these stories for a while now, but it's time for it all to start coming to the end. That's right. Everything is starting to pile up, and Batman is getting ready to make his move to retake Gotham from the villains. Today we're going to be doing the storyline of Shell Game. As the sun rises over Gotham City, a man stands tall, telling the citizens that No Man's Land is an embarrassment, a betrayal on the fundamental precepts of this country. That is why LexCorp says enough is enough. We have committed ourselves to rebuilding Gotham City. As Lex Luthor speaks to the media live from inside the fallen city, onlookers from all over the world tune in. But there's no one watching more closely than Batman himself, trying to understand Lex's reasoning. Batman tells Babs to watch over the media and report back on anything noteworthy. Azrael and Batgirl are handling the Joker, and Tim will head west to monitor Petite and Huntress's camp. Tim asks if there's really anything for him to do over there, and Batman says, "You'll not reveal yourself, just watch and listen." And Babs asks what is he going to do. Batman says that he'll be the one to welcome Luthor to the neighborhood. So, later at Petite's stronghold territory, Huntress looks over their sector, making sure that everything remains quiet. Petite's right-hand man, Foley, walks up onto the rooftop, stating that he thought he'd find her over here. Petite then asks everyone to meet downstairs and talk about the Luthor thing. Huntress says that she'll go down when she's damn well ready. Foley looks around to make sure that no one is coming, then says that he thinks Petite is losing it. He's done a good job of keeping everyone safe, keeping them safe, but that thing with Two-Face, well, he wanted blood for no reason. Huntress tells him that Two-Face is a killer, and Foley says right, but he's already in custody. Huntress gives Foley a final hard look and then leaves. And across the way, Tim watches and listens. Later that night, inside Lex camp, Lex is sleeping in his comfy bed while Mercy stays away to keep watch. She hears something in the shadow, but before she can even turn around, she's knocked out and releases her grip on her gun. Batman looms over, waking up Lex, telling him, "We need to talk." As Lex wakes up startled, he looks at Mercy and says, "I hope whatever you did to her isn't permanent. Good help is so hard to find these days." Batman tells him, "She'll live." So Lex gets up, putting on his robe, letting out a sigh of relief, telling him, "Well, that's good, isn't it? Now what exactly is the point of this visit? Planning on looming ominously for the rest of the night?" Batman leans forward, telling him, "You know what this is about. This is not your city." And Lex tells him that he is only here on a humanitarian mission, unless he can prove otherwise. Batman smiles, and Lex tells him, "You're bluffing. If you had anything, you wouldn't be here to threaten me." Batman moves nose to nose with Lex, telling him, "This is not a threat. This is a warning. You won't be able to stop me. Neither is the bodyguard who's quietly sneaking up." Lex nods to Mercy, stating that it's of no use. Batman was just leaving. As Batman disappears into the shadows, Lex looks at Mercy, telling her to get Bane. Now. The next day, the news of Lex's construction efforts begins to sway the public opinion, urging more and more people to demand that the No Man's Land law gets revoked. But there's something more about all of this. Why is Lex saving Gotham? While Babs watches the news, Batman tells her, "I need a line to Lucius Fox." As they're connected, Batman laughs, telling Lucius, "It's been a while. Yeah, I'm out here in Barbados with some women, working on my tan, Lucius." Lucius tells him, Right. Have you heard the news?" And Batman tells him in his Bruce voice, "Yeah, that's actually why I'm calling. Met this man the other day. He said he goes from Gotham. As it turns out, he says that Luthor wanted to buy his real estate holdings in Gotham. Lex is offering top dollar. We haven't been approached, have we, to sell land or anything?" Lucius tells him, "No, but this guy, did he have a name?" And Batman tells him, Sure, it was, Harding, or Nick, or Buck. I know it was definitely Harding." Lucius sits back in his chair, telling him, "They haven't sold anything, and frankly, he can't. Presumably, if and when the No Man's Land law is lifted, every title will be reinstated." Batman laughs. "Sounds good. I'll keep in touch." As the days go on, more and more steel and wood are brought into the ravaged land, slowly rebuilding the city to its former glory. But while that's going on, Batman keeps an eye over his city, waiting for Lex to make a mistake. While the efforts of restoring peace are made, there is someone hell-bent on disturbing it. Mercy reports that around 3:30 last night, the Joker appeared, destroying all of their equipment. Lex shouts, "That's every night this week. He's out of control. He's costing us money. Take care of the problem, Mercy." Later that night, as the workers begin to make progress on a new site, someone is knocking out all of the guards one by one, leaving the engineers exposed. Harley Quinn calls out that, "I would like everyone's attention. Ladies and gents, backed by popular demand, it's the Joker!" Joker smacks Harley with a rubber chicken, stating, "That will be enough. Anyways, good evening, folks. Glad you can make it. We have a great show in store for you tonight. But first, let's speak to the audience. What is your name, miss?" A frightened worker says, "Lori." The Joker laughs, stating, "You might want to see something about that stammer, or I could take a closer look." He pulls out a pair of scissors from the rubber chicken, and the woman backs up, begging him not to. But just before the Joker could snip, he hears footsteps and yells, "Finally! I was beginning to think that no one cared!" As Joker looks back, he looks up, stating, "Oh, well, this is going to suck." Bane grabs Joker by the collar, telling him, "You aren't very funny," and he punches him across the site. The Joker slides underneath Mercy, telling him, "I see Europe! I see France!" However, before he could finish, Mercy cocks her gun, and the Joker just smiles. Bane lifts Joker back up, and Mercy says that she will be the last face that he ever sees. No one messes with Mr. Luther's business. Harley readies her shotgun, telling Mercy that no one messes with Mr. J unless they want a new breezeway through their skull. Mercy grabs the shotgun, pushing Harley away, telling Bane to let Joker go. Joker and his crew begin running, and Bane asks, "Should I kill him?" And Mercy says, "It won't be necessary. He got the message." The next day, the Penguin says that he isn't one to be kept waiting, and Lex tells him, "Make it fast. I would rather not be seen with you." Penguin twiddles his finger, stating, "Exactly. That is why we really shouldn't be telling the media about this meeting, right? Here's the deal. Once Gotham is rebuilt, everything will be fine and good. And as for its underworld, well, how about we share a little bit of that pie?" As Penguin's men surround Lex and Mercy, Lex asks Mercy if she could, and within seconds, she takes out all of Penguin's men save for one. As Mercy holds him up, she asks, "This one as well?" And Lex stares into the Penguin's eyes, telling her, "Do it." And then her gun goes off. Lex says that he will never threaten him again. They can both see that he has Mercy. While Lex gets back to dealing with his distractions, the world tunes into the news for a very important announcement. Lucius Fox announced that as of 10:30 this morning, Wayne Enterprises is proud to be a part of the coalition to help make this happen. Access to Gotham will be restored in the next week, and they will be delivering emergency supplies and equipment, as well as an army of engineers. The goal is to officially reopen Gotham City on January 1st, New Year's Day. Ladies and gentlemen, No Man's Land is over. And that's it, guys. The next video will be probably one of our longest videos in the No Man's Land saga. It is literally called Endgame. That's it. We've done the series. You can stop yelling at me to finish No Man's Land. It's over. Seriously, though, it was a lot of fun doing all of these little stories. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll do my official goodbye to everyone who's only here for No Man's Land next week. But either way, don't forget to subscribe. The finale is coming. I hope you guys are excited about it. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Start letting me know in the comments down below what next giant, sprawling Sunday video do you want right here at the Comicstorian channel. And I'll see you next time.